We just had a huge scare about the Jon Jones fight coming up in November, and we have to talk about the real possibility that somebody could get injured. Tom Aspinall uploaded a video about Jon Jones talking about the whole situation, what's been going on with him.
Jon Jones, I know you got your fight coming up. Apparently, it's in November.
I mean, I love Tom Aspinall more than the next guy, but say it, don't spray it, dude. Obviously, this whole thing comes from Jon Jones refusing to fight Tom Aspinall, right? Jon Jones being the heavyweight champion, won the belt back in March of 2023, was supposed to defend it against Stipe back in November 2023. Jon Jones pulled out of that fight with that pec injury. Stipe decided to stay on the sidelines, and Stipe Miocic hasn't fought in a long time. His last win was against DC. Yeah, that's how long it has been. You have a guy like Tom Aspinall who stepped in on short notice in November to fight for the interim title and has since beat guys like Sergey Pavlovich and Curtis Blades, as well as other guys before he won the title. And so the obvious fight seems to be Jon Jones, Tom Aspinall, right? It seems like the only people that think this isn't the reasonable choice are Jon Jones, Dana White, and Stipe. And Tom Aspinall, I felt, has been respectful throughout a lot of this, right? You know, giving credit to Jon Jones, saying he's a legend and understands that Jon Jones, you know, he doesn't really owe him anything and has been pretty generous. But it seems like things have been heating up, right? Because if you guys recall, Jon Jones had an event in Australia and Tom Aspinall did a face-off with him. I mean, Jon Jones clearly did not want him here and was just not entertaining it at all. I did a video about that when it happened. Things also heated up last week when Tom Aspinall went on the Believe You Me podcast and talked about Jon Jones and said that he would retire him without even fighting him.
No way on earth that he's going to fight me. Not a chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him.
So Jon Jones could not resist going on Twitter, making tweets like, "I'm 37 years old now. I kicked everyone's ass. My job is to finish strong and make an amazing movie. Go join Tom Brady, Floyd Mayweather, and all the other retired badasses." I wonder why he compared himself to Floyd Mayweather. So Tom Aspinall uploaded the video and basically was just talking about how people have been asking him to fight Jon Jones and saying, look, he is willing to fight Jon Jones. I'm going to summarize basically some of the main points in the video that Tom makes. Basically, the whole consensus of what Tom is trying to say and what the MMA fans are trying to say is that, look, Jon and Stipe are old. There's nothing wrong with Jon and Stipe, but basically says, look, these guys are old. They are not the current generation of heavyweights. I'm the real guy. And he said that he's willing to step in on any day's notice, 1 day, 2 days, a week. He does not care, which does not surprise me. He did the same thing last November. Tom also just says, look, there's nothing against Jon. He just wants the belt, right? Because I agree, right? When you're the champion, you have an obligation to defend your belt because that is a big opportunity that you have that you can give to someone else. I mean, everybody is young in their career getting those opportunities from veterans. This is Jon Jones's time, right? Like Tom said, he's willing to fight anybody for this undisputed title, whether it be Jon Jones, Stipe, or another contender. But the big breaking news to come out of this video was Tom Aspinall talking about Stipe Miocic, claiming that he is injured.
But there's nothing announced yet. These are all rumors. I'm hearing rumors that Stipe is potentially injured. These are stuff that I'm hearing from inner circles.
Which has now since been confirmed by Ariel Helwani and Stipe himself, with him posting like a gif about fake news. So Stipe is still in this fight. He is not injured as of right now. But as Tom mentioned in this video, that could change at any point. Like, we're talking about a 43-year-old and a guy who's 37. Like, these aren't exactly young, spry guys that are just going to be able to fight all the time. Jon is coming off of a very big injury, and Stipe has been dealing with God knows what in the past 4 years. I think it's possible that either guy pulls out of this fight. So I think it's very smart for Tom to notice there's an opportunity perhaps coming his way and be prepared for that, because if Stipe Miocic is truly injured, Jon Jones, I don't even know, like, he's in trouble, because what is he gonna do? He's gonna have to be forced to fight Tom. And I love Stipe, and I really do feel bad saying this because he is a good guy. He has achieved so much in the heavyweight division and is truly the heavyweight GOAT. I don't think you could really dispute that, but I would obviously much rather see Tom Aspinall, Jon Jones than Stipe versus Jon Jones. So, and I like that Tom Aspinall is more willing to talk his shit right now, right? Like, because before he was way too nice. He was giving too much credit to Jon Jones. He even said, look, he's not even gonna talk about it anymore. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? This is your opportunity. That's all you should be talking about. You should be harassing Jon. But he tried the nice guy approach. Obviously, that did not work. I didn't think that was gonna work. But now he's trying to antagonize Jon Jones, going at his ego, saying, oh, if you don't want to prove that you're the best in the world, that's fine. There's no problems there. Just vacate the belt. Him saying that is literally him just saying, yeah, Jon is scared to fight me, right? Like, that is just the most polite way you could say it. And obviously, everybody sees through it, and Jon Jones probably does not like that, I assume. Even at the end of the video, you see that he has like a whole skit that he has for Jon Jones. Tom Aspinall even ended the video with a tweet Jon Jones had made in the past, you know, exposing Jon Jones as truly being a hypocrite, if we're gonna be honest. Because here he criticizes Francis Ngannou and says, look, how he's not the champion because he didn't defend his belt. But it's very ironic because Jon Jones only won the heavyweight title against Cyril Gane. I don't think that Jon Jones is going to lose to Stipe, but I do think that Stipe in his prime does cause some problems, though, to be fair. Jon is seemingly taking a long social media break, you know, ignoring all the hate, posting a video of him throwing his phone in the water, and then in less than 24 hours, I guess, changed his mind to comment on the Francis Ngannou versus Renan Ferreira fight. So Jon Jones is doing the boxing stuff, right? Trying to protect that perfect record, that undefeated record, just so he could be like he even said in his own tweets, he wants to be like Tom Brady or Floyd Mayweather. He wants to be a guy that a lot of people talk about after the fact when he retires and say, wow, he never lost to anybody. And while I don't really like Jon Jones as a person, I do acknowledge that I do love to watch him fight. Like, he has great finishes, and I honestly do think he's the greatest of all time if you ignore steroids. But it just seems like Jon is really looking to duck some fights. I mean, even looking back at the Francis Ngannou situation, there was a time where Jon Jones didn't want to fight Ngannou, and then once Ngannou left the UFC, he decided to go up to heavyweight. And I always did defend Jon Jones in this, and not that my opinion has changed, I'm not at all trying to change with the wave, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt and said, look, he's a fighter, he's not going to be scared of anybody. However, now that we're seeing he is clearly scared of Tom Aspinall, I really wouldn't be surprised if he was also avoiding Ngannou too, trying to find tailor-made matchups, because while a lot of people did think Ciryl Gane was going to beat Jon Jones, Ciryl Gane and Stipe are kind of tailor-made opponents, guys. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. Check out my last video where I talked about Alex Pereira and the UFC potentially protecting him. Also made a very short video reacting to UFC 305. Sorry about that, guys. The comments were hilarious. I am back. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.